Hi, welcome. My name is Angelina and today we're going to be talking about Itzy's comeback with Loco. My thoughts on the music video, why it's familiar, why it's not familiar, and honestly everything in between. But much tamer lest Mitzi's go on timeout alongside 8 Yeah, I admittedly am still a little bit upset about those 8 mean comments I got on my last video. But if you're interested, then please keep on watching and don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have to help support this channel. You can even join my channel memberships by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button to help support this channel in a different way on a monthly basis. But without further ado, let's get into this video. Let's talk about the music video itself. It starts off with someone playing a video game who then gets a phone call from Loco, which then transitions into Itzy dancing in front of a funky pink heart background. From there, we cut to many fun scenes like this darker set with Ryujin, to this cat-inspired set with Itzy, with various animations over top. Now that was definitely an element that I personally like, as I've been doing something similar in my own editing style, which I was actually inspired by Somi's Dum Dum because this was often used in her teaser pictures. Just really fun stickers, very reminiscent of the early 2000s, which again is another trend that is very popular, which was also used in Hyuna and Dawn's Ping Pong and now Itzy's Loco as well. And from there we move on to them setting up their own performance to end off this music video. Now, something I've pointed out in the past is how K-pop music videos in the 4th gen tend to be glorified dance practices, and really there's nothing wrong with that, especially with the amount of effort put into dances. I totally understand. There is a part of me, however, that really misses like storylines, like love triangles, plot twists, and so on. And I think I actually brought this up with Mafia in the Morning, where it had a very badass dance, and you could really see that portrayed within the music video. And I would definitely say that was the case for that music video, where you really saw a lot of the dance rather than any specific storyline, shall we say. However, to contrast this, I do think Loco had a very nice balance. Of course, we did see the choreography showcased very well, but we also had a lot of different scenes and it felt entertaining in a different way. I mean, it wasn't just focused on choreography, not that there was an inherent storyline to it aside from, destroying their product placements. But it was definitely something I noticed. On that note of choreography, however, I did want to point out this move in particular because it really did give me Twice's alcohol-free vibes. It's kind of like they took that killing point in the choreography, but added a little jump to it. Let me know what you think about that. Otherwise, in terms of choreography, I would love to know what you think. Personally, I decided to stop commenting on Itzy choreography because the last time I said that there wasn't really a killing point in my opinion, or like I wasn't like wowed by the choreography, that same choreography ended up blowing up. It was Wannabe's shoulder move. It ended up being the best thing that ever happened that year, so who knows what this choreography is going to end up, being a few months from now. Which parts, if any, actually end up going viral and so on. I did actually listen to the album, so let's talk about some of the songs. And of course, my review of the song itself, Loco. So on this album, Crazy in Love, we have 16 songs, with 6 of the songs actually being instrumentals. So I did want to ask if you like instrumentals being included on an album. I've heard some people kind of say, it's a way to make it seem like there's more songs than there actually is. But then I do know a few people who actually love listening to instrumentals. I never really understood why. Like, I probably wouldn't sit there and just listen to an instrumental, but I kind of see why some people like it. Some people like making remixes as well. So I'd love to know what you think. So starting off with my official review of Loco as a song, this feels very Wonder Girls inspired to me, while still having that Itzy feel to it. It's kind of like Be My Baby or Like This with, again, that teen crush, that modern teen crush twist to it. Now, I don't have any specific examples, like any particular parts that are similar, but just the overall vibes of them, shall we say. So I'll try to put them side by side and you can let me know what you think. Again, there are never any accusations of plagiarisms in these videos. It's just a fun way to talk about a comeback. But you know what? My face is gone now. I'm gonna stop explaining myself. Please be my baby. You got me like crazy love. But in that sense, I did really feel like it was a very JYP song. Like the minute I heard it, I was just like, this is the first time I really feel like Itzy feels like they're from JYP. At least like a typical, shall we say, JYP sound. I feel like 4th gen JYP has really reinvented themselves into something completely new. So I felt like we were taking it back a little bit. I did read someone say it sounded like Lil Touch by OGG. I can kind of hear that as well. for me personally, it's more of a grower. You know, at first listen, you know, you're not gonna get it, but you gotta listen to it again. I forgot the TikTok quote, don't at me. But here's what I would have changed initially. You know, keep in mind, the first time I heard it, I was like, I don't really know that I like this. But the second day that I heard it, it's actually on my playlist now. But initially, you know that part that JYP spoiled in the teaser? I thought genuinely that was going to be the chorus because, you know, that's what JYP tends to do. You know, they spoiled the entire chorus, but this time they spoiled like a little bit of the ending of the song. So it was very much a surprise when that was not the chorus. But then in that same breath, when it wasn't part of the chorus, I was a little bit disappointed because I actually really liked that part. I think it could have made an incredible chorus because not only was it very interesting in terms of choreography, I really felt like the choreography picked up a lot during that part. But also sound-wise was pretty interesting. Though again, this does seem to be kind of a trend as well, kind of keeping the best part for last. Again though, as for most Itzy songs for me anyways, it's definitely a grower. It is on my playlist now, but the first, you know, couple listens, I was like, I don't really know how I feel about that. But I do enjoy it quite a bit right now. However, there is something that is just so familiar about it. And again, I don't know if it's just like, you know, an ode to previous JYP eras, or maybe there's something else that I'm missing, but I can't quite put my finger on it. This sounds familiar as hell and I literally have no ideas. So if you happen to know what I'm referring to, please leave it down in the comments below. I did go on Twitter and write, you know, Itzy sounds like, and apart from a lot of comments saying that it sounds like song of the year, a lot of people were saying that it does sound like a second gen song. So I wanted to point that out because I didn't bring it up, you did. Some of you guys are really living in the past. We're in the 4th gen now. I really don't know what's gotten into you guys, but it's frankly a little embarrassing. Weirdos. I'm kidding, obviously. But other than that, again, I saw a little touch by OGG. I also saw someone say it sounds a little bit like Mr. Mr. by Girls' Generation. I'm not too sure how I feel about that, but that was something else that I read. I do want to point out my favorite parts within the song, however, which is definitely Ryujin saying, oh gosh, there's just something about it that just feels so cool, so powerful. And you know, my friend definitely sends me at least one Ryujin post per day, so naturally she ended up being my bias. As for the other songs on the album, I'm not too sure how I feel about Swipe or Gas Me Up. Again, they probably will be growers for me. Hashtag 20 repeated the word 20 a little bit too much for my liking, but the songs that were kind of like instant loves for me were Chillin' and Love Is. There's just something about Itzy's slower songs. They're more mellow songs that I love, even on their last album. No, the last album. But yeah, that is basically it for my review. Thank you so much if you made it this far. If you made it this far into the video, leave a pink heart emoji within your comment. If you didn't skip, of course. Well, there's no time. It's a fine. Do it. As for me, I'm gonna get going, but a huge thank you to my channel members for helping support this channel in a different way on a monthly basis. It honestly means the world to me. You can do the same by clicking the join button next to my subscribe button. I'm sorry for being away for so long. I didn't have any video ideas for one, and for two, for whatever reason I decided to read my comment section which is never a good idea after a certain amount of time that a video was up, and it was just mean. And I just thought, like, I just contemplated everything. I just was like contemplating everything, especially since I just didn't really have the energy to really write any scripts or really do anything. But you know, Itzy came out and I was gonna do it, you know, on the Friday that it came out, and then I apologize. I'm also hoping to upload more vlogs, so if you're interested in that, please go subscribe to my second channel. And I've just been talking too much. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Bye.